Alright, here's a video of my ESX Q175 squared, 175 watts by 2. I'm doing this video just to show that the amplifier is in good working condition. I've tested the other channel and it works just the same as this one, and so I'm just showing you that the crossover works and the gain works and everything is working on it. As you can see, the green power light is on. I have it hooked up to an iPod, so I'll go ahead and turn it on. And you can hear the music in the background playing through a speaker that I have over here. I'll go and bring in the view here. There he goes, unplugged a little bit. But now as you can see it's running, and I'll go ahead and adjust the gain here. You can see, turn the gain down. Turn the gain up, and there's the gain working. And right now it's on full spectrum, and I'll go and turn the gain back up a little bit so you can hear the difference here. Here's high pass, hear the bass go out, and then here's on low pass. I know it's kind of difficult to hear, so I'll turn the gain up a little bit maybe. And get the screwdriver in here. I don't know if you can hear it there, but I did turn it up and it's making a noise. And it does have a 12 decibel and 24 decibel octave crossover on it. There's your high pass, low pass. Put it back on the high pass frequency here. Let me see if I can adjust this here. You can hear me adjusting the high pass. Let me see if I can adjust the low pass here. It's set to a really low frequency. That's me adjusting the low pass and turn it back down. And then going back to full range. And there you have the ESX Quantum Q175 squared by Z Audio. In perfect working condition. And here is a better picture of the amplifier. As you can see, it's in very good condition. Sorry about the focusing. I'm just using the autofocus on my camera here. And there you go. Alright, and here we have another ESX audio, Z Audio amplifier. This is the Q275 squared. This is 275 by 2. I have two of them that I will be selling. And this one here I have powered on, have it hooked up to an iPod and a speaker that's off to the right, which try to bring in focus a little bit. You can probably barely see that off to the right, the speaker behind the amp. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that it works. You can see that the power light right here is on. So I'll go ahead and turn this thing on for you. And it is on full spectrum, so I am not using a high pass, low pass filter at this current moment. So I'll go ahead and adjust the level of the gain. Right now it's towards the bottom. So as you can see, the gain works. Now I'll turn it on to the high pass filter. High pass filter. And I'll adjust the high pass filter here. As you can hear, the high pass filter works. And let's go to the low pass filter here. And you can barely hear that. I will. It's kind of hard to see the adjustments in here. Here we go. There you go. I don't know if you can hear that or not, because it's so much power that it's really not making a lot right there. And like I said, this is a 275 watt RMS at 12 volts. And those speakers are definitely not rated for 275 watts. So whenever I put the low pass filter on, the speaker is moving, but it's hard to hear the sound because these speakers are obviously not subwoofers. But here's the bass adjustment. It's kind of hard to hear on the audio, but it does adjust the bass there. And then you have the 12 dB and 24 dB per octave. One is 24 decibels on mono, 12 decibels on stereo. And there you go. There's number one of my Q275 squared ESX Quantum series amplifiers by Z Audio. Here's a better picture of the amplifier right there. Try to get it. I'm using a regular SLR camera that I'm not too familiar with using for video, but as you can see, the amp is in very good condition, and there's some music playing in the background still as the amp is running. Alright, and here is my second ESX Q275 squared by Z Audio amplifier. Like the other one, it's rated at 275 watts by 2 at 12 volts. And that is RMS power. This amp combined with the other amp can be combined bridged, meaning you use 2 amps to run one set of speakers, and that is very unique to these ESX amplifiers, and one of the reasons that I'll be selling the 275s as a pair. I plan to sell all of my ESX amplifiers together online. I'm going to put them up on eBay here in a little while. Today is January the 20th, 2017. So look for these to be on eBay. And these do weigh quite a bit and will come in their original boxes. I plan to ship them in their original boxes. If you would like them shipped another way, if you win the auction, you can let me know that, but there will be an additional cost because these are large and heavy, and the shipping, I imagine, will not be inexpensive. So let me go ahead and show you that this one works, just like I did with the other two. Alright. So I'm just adjusting the volume down on the iPad here, and I'll show you how the gain here works. Actually, let me go and turn it down a little more. Alright, so you can hear it's down. Here's the gain adjustment. We'll turn the gain up. we'll turn the gain back down. So we've turned the gain down. So this is the bass adjustment, which will be really difficult to hear because of the type of speaker and it's not enclosed. But there is actually a change in the bass. Right now it's on full. I will turn on the high pass filter and I'll adjust the high pass filter so you can hear that it works. As you can hear, all the way high, that's at 4.2K, and we're going back down to 50 Hertz. And now I'll switch it over to low pass, and this is very difficult to hear because of the speaker and the setup and everything, but just to show you that the low pass does work, hopefully. You can kind of hear that there. Alright, and I changed the way the speaker's setting from the last one because you could hear it better. It was a little bit more challenging to hear that way. But we'll go back to the full spectrum or without a crossover. And there you can see additional stuff. This amplifier has a high voltage mode, a true mono mode, and a synchronized bridging. And the synchronized bridging is what I was talking about, where you can take two of the exact same amps, so two of the 275 squares, which is what I have, and you can combine those to where you have your negative coming out of one and your positive coming out of one, and those two amps are running all the speakers that are set up in there. Originally I had this running 6 12W6s back when I bought them, and it did a phenomenal job. I also had it set up with capacitors and everything, so it was set up right. Once again, this does have a line out, so you don't have to run a set of RCAs to each one, and it has a balanced input, which I never use, but it is there if you have the cables. So, like I said, that is the ESX Q275 squared by Z Audio, and I believe these amplifiers were designed by a guy named, I think it's Steve Mance. So check them out. These are very rare amplifiers, but they are very good amplifiers in quality. So here's just a closer look at this third amplifier. So you can see it's in very good condition. There are, on this one, a couple of little spots. One right here. Let's see if I can get it focused. There. One little spot here where the paint got chipped, and then along the edges there's a couple of little spots where the edges got chipped a little bit, but nothing bad. And like I said, these will be shipped in their original boxes. So here's just a closer look at this third amplifier.